Welcome back. In this last tutorial, we will go over how to close out loads in the Aljex system. So we want to always go to the home screen, pull up our load board, which is here, and we also will want to go to our spreadsheet and make sure that we are under the nationwide book, okay? And so we will start with any numbers that are white, okay? And just looking at the spreadsheet, it looks like this first one is going to be 208234. So we want to go find that on Aljex. 208234, here it is, okay? So let's go ahead and click on this one, see if we have the paperwork for it. And the way that we check for the paperwork in Aljex is to scroll to the very bottom of the screen and over to the right. It's going to have a documentation drop-down box. What we're looking for, if it's pink, that means that we have some paperwork. If it's white, that means we have not received anything yet. Okay, but since this is pink, we're going to go ahead and open it. And we see here we do have the bill of lading, which is what we're always looking for. On these in Aljex, you will not need to check. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's definitely not necessary. You can download it and open it and look at it again if you want to, but it is not necessary. Again, the only customer that will be necessary for is Midwest Air Technologies, and Midwest Air Technologies is under Sureway only. So in that sense, in that respect, any loads that you close in Aljex, you will not have to open and look at the BOLs. Everything in Aljex can be simply closed out if it shows that there is a BOL for the load. Okay, so since we have this, we can go ahead and mark this load as delivered and close it out. So what we'll want to do is here in the delivery drop box, or the delivery box, we will either type in the date, and you can just use today's date. You can either type it in or you can click on the calendar, okay? And we'll just mark it as the 6th and click save. Okay, and once we've done that, the load has been marked as delivered. The way that we can check that is to go to the home page, and you'll see that it's turned from yellow to green and has delivered on it, okay? And that's pretty much how you check loads in Aljex. So we're not gonna go over each of these. There's not a need. And again, once you have checked it, you want to mark it green for delivered, and you want to fill in these dates here. So let's see. Let me go back to it. We'll put in the pickup date, which is 4/22. Okay, and then we also need to put in how much profit we made on it. So let's go look at that. This one you have to look a little more. It's not like Sureway. It's not just going to be there. Well, actually, in a sense, yes, it is. Let's see. So on this one, we see that the customer paid us $615. The carrier, we paid the carrier $500. So you can just look down here at the net U.S. profit, profit in U.S. dollars, which is 115. So this number is the number that we will want to put in our spreadsheet, okay? Okay, and I'm sorry, one more rule of thumb. When we are marking orders, so that we don't get confused with which ones we're marking for today, you don't want to use a color that you've seen on here recently. So you know, because we just did order 43, marked it as delivered today. But what you'll want to do is probably try to mark it a different color green. If we're out of greens, then you can select a different color. Let me see. That's so dark. At this point, I would just select a different color. We can mark it, we can mark this one beige, like a beige orange, just so that we know which ones we've marked for the day. And I'll tell you why that's important. Let's say that, what's on here? Okay, we got a lot of orders on here that need to be checked. So when we finish checking all these orders, okay, and we also finish putting the new ones in here that may not be on the load board, what we'll want to do is, once we've marked everything off orange, we want to take the total from all the orange ones. Let's just say all of these are orange, okay? And let's say it totals up to $500, okay? We want to, whatever the last column is after we've put in all the new orders on the spreadsheet, whatever the last column is available, we'll want to write total. And again, we'll want to add up all the orange ones that we closed out for today, okay? So anything in orange, we'll just add up, add it up, add it up, add it up, and we'll put that amount here. Let's say it totals to $1,200. Let's just make that up, okay? $1,200, okay? And the date that will go here is Friday's date. You will always put Friday's date, which is going to be May 10th, every 7 days. So as you see here, this one was May 3rd, last Friday. 7 days out would be May 10th, which is this Friday. So that's the date that you will always put in this column. So 5/10, okay? So let's just say I did it like this because let's say there's some orders on this board that are not on this. There's some orders on the Aljex load board that are not on the sheet, okay? You'll want to put those on the sheet first. And then after you've put them on the sheet, then you can put the total. You want to make sure you've checked everything that has delivered 7 days from today's date. Make sure you've checked all those. Make sure they have BOLs. If they do have BOLs, mark them green and mark them as delivered. If they do not have BOLs, you need to mark them red and call the carrier and see if we can get the BOLs, okay? And I'm sorry, mark green or orange or whatever color you need to mark it. So again, you know, after we've checked all the BOLs, let's say, you know, we checked all these and all the BOLs are there. So we've got 10 orange orders highlighted and it totaled to $1,200. We've got our $1,200 down here and we've got Friday's date for May 10th, okay? Then you can put your cursor on that and just mark it bold. This is supposed to be bold too, I'm sorry. Okay? And that is how you close out orders. You want to do the exact same thing for SureWay. If I did not mention that, I apologize. After you've put in all your new orders, you want to write total. On this one, you want to always put in Wednesday's date. SureWay is Wednesday's date. Nationwide is Friday's date. So Wednesday's date, I'm sorry, it is Wednesday's date, but it will be the following date. Okay, so today is the 6th. The following Wednesday will be the 15th. Okay, you can see over here we already have the 8th in there. which is in 2 days. We want to put next Wednesday's date, which is the 15th. So write that down. I know that can be a little confusing. And then you want to put the total in here. That will be the total for whatever loads we were able to mark off as delivered. We want to add up the profit for those loads and put that total right there. Okay. And that's it, guys. That's how you close out loads. Make sure that you highlight this and select bold. Okay. And that's it. Again, make sure for Sureway, for the total date, you're putting the following Wednesday. And for Nationwide, you are putting the current upcoming Friday. Okay? As long as you do that, you will be fine on closing out these orders. If this video or the training for closing out closing out the loads was complicated, get with your manager and with any questions you have, and he or she will be happy to walk you through how to close out these orders a little more in detail. This is going to complete the VA training. If you have finished watching these videos and taking your notes, you will want to go ahead and contact your manager at this time and let them know you have completed training so that they can go ahead and proceed to give you your logins and give you an active start date. Thank you for watching the videos. Have a great day.